What's up, guys? I just finished the National League, so I'm going to talk about the American League. And they've been very disappointing. Mediocre at best. I think they still, at this point, about 65 games in, I'd say, there's only about 4 or 5 teams that are above 500 out of 15. So that's pretty bad. Nothing compared to the National League. I think I'm going to start with the American League East and cover that division, and then we'll move on to the next division. The Yankees just got really bad news that Aaron Judge is going to miss a couple months. And obviously that's really bad. He hasn't been as good as he has been the last couple years, but he's still one of the best hitters in the league, statistically this year. But I think Ben Rice, Bellinger, at some point they're going to get Stanton back. I think they can help carry the offense. Austin Wells just went down as well. I know he has been pretty bad offensively this year, but he's a good defensive catcher. Yeah, I don't know. Cole has looked good since his return. Rodon, not as good. But Schlittler is pacing to be probably the favorite for AL Cy Young. I don't think Fried is back yet. He's missed some time. But I expect them to be big buyers at the deadline. The prime of Aaron Judge's window is closing, so I really expect them to be very aggressive. And especially with a weak American League, I think they are a favorite to win the American League. I could see them looking for... They've been rumored to target Ryan Jeffers for a couple years now, right-handed catcher. Maybe third base. I know you're on McMahon's deal for this year and next year. I don't know, but I expect them to be aggressive. I see them rumored for Skubal a lot, which obviously any team would like to add him. But starting pitching is probably their biggest strength. But you could always, add him and then move guys to the bullpen, do other stuff like that. But I think maybe adding a veteran bat, and then definitely adding some pitching, specifically bullpen. But you could add a starter and move guys over. The Rays, they've been great this year. They've cooled off the last couple weeks or a month. Their pitching kind of came down to earth. Their pitching was incredible. And their offense has about 3 guys that you can really trust. I expect them to be very, very aggressive. Maybe for a Skubal. But I'd expect them more so to... I saw Jeff Passan just put out a thing, and he mentioned Skubal and Byron Buxton. Buxton's a little bit difficult. He has the no-trade clause. But definitely I could see them looking for a right-handed bat. Or, I don't know. Because Yandy and Caminero are both righties. Jordan seems like a really good fit for them. But I expect them to be very aggressive, trying to push into this weak American League. McClanahan has looked really good. They have a really good farm system, and I think this is a year where you could make a push to... They always draft and develop really well, so I think they're confident that they can replenish even if they send out a couple top 100 prospects for a headline deal for Skubal or Alvarez, one of those top guys on the market. A lot of these come down to how much, how the next couple months go. Obviously, who's going to be sellers. But I expect the Tigers to be sellers. They've been really bad. I'd expect the Astros to be sellers too. I know they're not the division I'm talking about, but those are big trade pieces that, they kind of have to be out of it to those guys be moved. The Orioles, I definitely could see them maybe a soft sell, but it's hard for the American League to predict any. I'm going to feel like I'm saying the same thing about everybody, where unless you're like way out of it, like the Angels, or even the Tigers. I say the Tigers, but they've had one of the worst records in the league. But unless you're like completely out of it, you can at least like sell yourself a little bit on maybe getting back into it. But the Orioles, with this division probably being the best in the AL and how bad their pitching has been, I could see them really capitalizing on some of the guys like Taylor Ward and Taylor Rogers. They're expiring, so if they don't think they're going to be in it, I could see them moving them. Maybe even looking for Adley Rutschman deals. Who knows? Blue Jays, I expect, even though they aren't currently in a playoff spot, I expect them to be aggressive on buying. With how many guys they have on the shelf, how bad a start they've gotten off to, and they're playing better ball, I expect them to probably hunt maybe an outfielder, specifically a right-handed hitting outfielder, like Jesus Sanchez, Varsho, Nathan Lukes all hit left-handed. I could for sure see them looking for a right-handed outfielder, and maybe an arm. I mean, it was crazy. They had like 8 starting pitchers to start the year, and now with all of them, like 3 or 4 of them going down, they had a waiver claim on Simeon Woods Richardson, who's been the worst pitcher in the league. That just goes to show that they need innings. Jeff Hoffman has been really bad, but Louis Varland has been extremely good, so some give and take there. I forgot his name. Japanese third baseman has been pretty solid coming over. Guerrero has been overall pretty good, but the power just hasn't been there. And then, the middle infield, Kirk's been hurt, and then the middle infield is not going to give you much offensively, but they play good defense. So you really need a lot of production from your corner infield, and your outfield. So I could see them looking for a right-handed outfielder, and then you always need arms. But I expect them to be buyers kind of no matter what, unless they are 10 games out of it or something crazy. Last team is Red Sox, and I for sure see them selling. They've been really bad. They got some deals they need to get off of. I don't know if they're going to be able to move specifically any of them. Like Story, I don't think anyone's going to take that deal. They could probably shop Duran, but that's kind of tough because he's probably playing his worst baseball since like his rookie year, so his value's probably pretty down. But with all the outfielders they have, I could see them moving him. Aroldis Chapman, I think for sure is going to get moved. Maybe even a Garrett Whitlock, Justin Slayton, other bullpen guys. Their bullpen's been really good, but that isn't a huge factor. I mean, it obviously is, like, helps you win ball games, but if you don't have a good offense or starting pitching, your bullpen can't just save you, and you could get, solid prospects for those guys. It's just tough to shuffle around. Like, their division's going to be competitive for the foreseeable future. I feel like I'm 8 years old with my speech impediment coming back with these retainers. Yeah, but I see them being big sellers. Maybe, I know they just acquired Sonny Gray, but they have a lot of young arms, and he's quite expensive, even with the Cardinals paying some of it. I could see them looking to shop him around. Patrick Sandoval, Cutter Crawford. I mean, they got several guys. It's crazy because, this would be kind of, I don't think any team has done this before, but you got Garrett Crochet, you signed Suarez, and you have Peyton Tolley and Connolly Early. So, 4 of your 5 pitchers are going to be left-handed pitchers. And, those are, Crochet and Suarez have, 3 or 4 more years plus. And then Early and Tolley have, 5 more years, or at least 4 more years. I think 5 more years after this. So, you're going to be running out a lot of lefties for a long time. They're all good, so I don't think it matters that much, but you got a lot of control on those 4 guys. So realistically, you only need a couple more guys that you know you can count on. Realistically, 1, and then a couple swingmen or depth guys. But if you could get, I know it's hard, but like you might have to change your timeline a little bit to where Roman Anthony's been hurt all year or most of the year, but you got him locked up on an extension. You got guys on, I know Story's probably not going to be taken. Durbin's not going to be taken with how bad he's played, but IKF, Monasterio, guys that don't, I think Monasterio has some control, but IKF is only on a 1-year deal. Maybe like a Connor Wong, you could probably move him. Wilson Contreras, I know you just acquired him, but Yoshida, I don't know if anyone will take his money. You could probably have to pay that down. But there's a lot of guys you probably could, I could see them making a lot of moves. But it'll be interesting. I'm so excited for the trade deadline. My Cardinals are winning a lot, and I don't see them pushing the chips in to try to compete, which is kind of disappointing, but still yet, like, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. But I'm excited. I get interested in a lot of other teams because it's like, could the Cardinals make a move with them? But the AL is kind of tricky because everybody's bad. So, like, if you're even close to 500, you're probably going to be within a couple games of a wild card spot. So it'll be interesting, where there's going to be like probably 3 teams. I'd say the Yankees, Rays, and the Mariners are probably playoff locks, as close to playoff locks as you can get. And then those other 3 spots probably going to have like maybe 7 or 8 teams that realistically could get in. Probably 2 or 3 from each division that are hovering around 500 and really have to make a tough decision whether they want to either full out sell, soft buy, stand pat, like. And it gets really tricky too when you have guys that are hurt and you're like, well, we'll get these additions by guys getting healthy, but you never want to not make a move and then end up a couple games short. And then you got guys that you could have traded who were on expiring deals that you could have got value for. But I think it's going to be a very interesting trade market, trade deadline. The added wrinkle of a potential lockout is pretty cool to me. But there's a lot to go on. I'm going to try to get these next 2 videos out of the Central and the West here pretty soon. But this is my AL East video. Thanks guys for watching. Y'all have a great day.